Hello and welcome to another edition of the Cougar Close-Up on Shaw TV. This week we feature 20-year-old goaltender Ty Edmonds, who's closing in on a number of franchise records. We'll talk to him about the success of 2016-17 and much more on this week's edition of the Cougar Close-Up right here, right now on Shaw TV. Well, into the month of November, the Prince George Cougars still holding the top spot in the Western Conference, the BC Division, and the Western Hockey League, due in large part to the play of their goaltender, Ty Edmonds. 20 years old, Ty, your final kick at the can now in the WHL. I know you and I have talked a little bit about how fast the whole experience goes, but just talk about being 20, talk about the success and just what it's meant to you to be a part of this thing, as it's really been trending in a great direction, really from day one of training camp.
Yeah, it's a different experience being 20 years old. I feel a lot older, and I talk about it quite more. But it's been a different experience this year, a lot more different culture, a lot more winning, obviously, and it's been a good build-up from when I was 17 to now, and it's finally all coming together.
Let's go back to August. Let's go back to training camp, because you come back, as a 20-year-old, big things expected from the team immediately, but really from day one of camp, there's just been something different, perhaps, about the attitude and just about the whole situation this year. Just talk about what happened at camp and bleeding into now, kind of what that transition has been like. Obviously, the winning speaking volumes.
Yeah, for sure. I think it started in the offseason with the success of all the NHL draft picks, and I guess guys working towards contracts as well, but I guess all new coaching staff as well that definitely played a big part in the new success we've had and the culture change. But I think it was just getting used to the new coach and getting used to the systems and the atmosphere, and it just helped switch the culture around for all of us. So it was a good breakthrough into us for August and breakthrough into now.
Yourself, you got to go to an NHL camp in the summer. You got to go to the San Jose Sharks camp and get a taste of the next level. I mean, just tell me about the takeaways from that experience, Ty, and what that ultimately did for you heading into your 20-year-old season.
It was fun. It was tough. I was at the cabin and I got a call and to go out. I was a little surprised, but it was exciting and it was hard. I've heard a lot of stories about camp. Some guys going to the beach, some guys doing other things, and it was a lot of hard work, a lot of testing, a lot of workout, a lot of skating. So it was definitely not what I expected, but it went in with an open mind and had a lot of fun and got to see a new part of the world and just experience something totally different than what I had before. So it was a life-changing experience, that's for sure.
When you examine the success of the Cougars up to this point in the season, Ty, what are some of the big things that stick out to you, things that have really stood out that have enabled the team to win the games that they have?
I think just doing the little things right. We Coach Richard preach about it all the time, just doing the little things right. The D have been playing awesome, good communication, and we've just been committing to the D zone and working from the D zone out, and I think that's been the biggest key this season, and just staying away from the penalties as well. I know some games we kind of get up there, but for the most part we've been a lot better, and I think it's just we're all buying in and doing the little things right.
The guys seem like they're having fun, and I know that was a word thrown around an awful lot during training camp, during the preseason, and I know winning's a byproduct of that, but I mean, just tell me what else has been fun, for the guys. Obviously I think the new personnel probably contributes to that a bit. Yeah,
it's just more relaxed personality around the room. It's a different culture like we talked about, but it's also serious at the time and wants us to work, but it's more relaxing, coming to the rinks, having more fun and just enjoying the process, and for myself just trying to enjoy the last season of my career. So it's been just trying to make every day the best I can and go out there and enjoy it.
The tandem of you and Nick, we've talked a lot about it. You guys are friends off the ice. You room together on the road, and it is a very good dynamic between the two of you. And just talk a little bit about the internal competition and how you guys have been able to push one another to both be very productive this season.
Yeah, Nick, right from the start of camp, he came out strong and pushed me to be the best I could. And I know, being comfortable with where I am, I knew I'd have to be the best I could every night to keep my spot. And it's obviously an ongoing battle throughout the season, but Nick's a tremendous goalie and he's a great guy off the ice. And it helps to have someone there for you, someone to help be there for you when you're not playing or when you are playing. And I know this year and next year for sure he'll do great things. So it's just working towards this year and then obviously setting himself up for next year.
When you look at yourself, Ty, and the numbers and the start that you've had to this season, I mean, how much of it is confidence? How much of it is experience? Just some of the factors that have gone into your start, your record, and the success that you've had.
Yeah, I try not to look at the stats much. I kind of stay away from that, but just just like I said, just having fun and like you said, a lot of experience. So chasing all the records there, just trying to have fun and enjoy the process while doing it and helping the team out and getting some wins. So like I said, I guess fun would be the main factor of it all.
You talked about records, closing in on all-time wins, closing in on all-time saves, all-time game played for a Prince George Cougars goaltender. I know you're more of a team guy than an individual guy, but let's have a little bit of fun. What would it mean to you to kind of get some of those records and see your name one day etched in the history books for Prince George Cougars goaltenders?
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's pretty crazy. It's spent a lot of my life here and a lot of sweat and hard work in the facilities here, and just been a lot of ups and downs, but I know when I set those records and we work our way into the playoffs this year, it'll all be worth it in the long run.
Finally, just a thought from you about what's upcoming in the month of November. A bit of travel, a lot of Western Conference matchups against teams that are chasing the Prince George Cougars at the moment. Just talk about what are going to be some of the keys for this team moving forward to keep at the very top and stay at the very top of the standings.
Yeah, for sure. It's you and I both know how important the BC Division games, especially Western Conference games, are, and just got to keep working hard and set ourselves up good for Christmas, and then just keep getting wins, and then come back after Christmas break and just keep it rolling again.
Great to see you finding success, man. Enjoy the rest of the way. It's been great watching you not only develop into a heck of a goaltender, but a heck of a human being as well. Ty, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Daniel.
That's it for another edition of the Cougar Close-Up on Shaw TV. Make sure you join us next week when we focus in on 19-year-old forward Aaron Boyd. For more information on tickets, schedule, stats, and more, check out the Cougars website at www.pgcougars.com.